They didn't call me Captain Cable for nothing.
Is that a porn reference?
Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Spyder Garage. This one's going to be interesting because we're kind of paused at the moment. We broke some parts trying to get the engine in today. So we're shifting gears. We're going to make this one a separate episode because it's something that we've never done before. We're going to do our best to not break it, and that is to put that new windshield in there. We got a brand new windshield from AMD. Yes, AMD does floorboards, fenders, metal parts, but they also have glass, trim, a lot of interior parts. There's actually a lot of other stuff from AMD that you can get that maybe you weren't aware of, including brand new windshields for a 76 K5 Blazer. So we got that from them a while back. We got some time on our hands while new parts are ordered and on their way. So we're gonna try to swap that thing out. But let me show you how bad this window is. You see the crack right there? And it just gets worse and worse and worse. Let me show you from the inside as well. It's a little more visible from inside here, but it goes all the way from there, across, from here, across, there, all the way up. Yeah, it's bad. So why not? Let's get this thing fixed. Before we go on power tour and drive it several thousand miles, I want Nathaniel safe. I want us both safe. So we're gonna try to swap this thing out and not break it. Wow. Nice.
We took the strip out. Next, we're just gonna cut this piece right here and separate it, and then next we'll be able to pull the glass out and leave the gasket in.
Because, yeah, there's the bottom of the glass right there.
Yeah.
Wow, that's super simple.
Yep, not too bad.
Cool.
I'm just in time.
Yeah. Yep. Where have you been?
Painting.
Painting, I know. Yeah, can you see the bottom of the glass there?
Yeah.
Yep. That's pretty cool.
Man, that's exciting.
Yeah, actually, this is... I mean, it's not that we didn't have a shortage of things to do on the Blazer. We just have to shift gears.
Things breaking, kind of.
Yeah. Yeah. But it actually works out because look at all the room we have to work on this glass, so why not?
Yeah. Easier today.
Yeah, it's a lot easier now than when the engine gets in there. Nathaniel is getting in the Blazer now. He's going to put his feet on there and just lightly push. Lightly push.
Go ahead. A little bit lighter. All right. Now move down here a little bit with your toe more. All right, it's coming.
It's cracking, but it's still coming. Yeah.
Crack's getting worse. It's okay. I just didn't want. There you go.
Look at that.
Wow. Now come over to this side and lightly with your foot push it. That's free. Yep.
Oh my gosh. Are you serious? It was that simple?
It's that simple. That's how hold your windshield in. Okay, yep, that's the bottom. Okay, over here a little bit.
How limber are you, bud?
I know.
I couldn't do that.
You want to get out and get it for you? No, yeah, if you guys want to get out, I'll hand it to you. That's it.
Wow.
Steal a windshield pretty easy.
Yeah, that was actually easier than I thought it would be. Okay.
Yep.
So
lay this down, or take it all off, look for any rust spots, and then RTV.
just under
on.
the...
Or
Yeah.
just RTV, like where it's rust.
Yeah,
basically.
if it's rusty a little bit, we're going to RTV the pinch weld flange that the gasket sits on. So
Okay.
Nothing too fancy. It looks really clean right now.
I know, I'm amazed.
But go
As
ahead
bad as this thing is, how
pull
well...
the bottom of that off.
Okay.
And see if there's any big rust holes or anything. No.
No, that looks really good. So this has been sealed pretty well since 1976, like there's no rust.
That's the best one I've ever seen. A little bit right there maybe.
Just right, just a little bit up there.
Sprays the roof on though.
Yeah, that's brazing. That's not even rust.
Cool.
That looks really good.
Yep.
That's,
Our
you can see the
that doesn't look very
You
good.
can
But
see the original color.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
I know. Kind of really wish this thing had not been painted the way that it was, but you know, it is what it is. I'm amazed at how clean that is.
Yeah.
Here, take them in closer to show what the original paint looks like and how
Yeah.
nice it is.
Yeah.
This is what the original paint used to look like on this old girl.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Kind of almost makes me want to restore this thing, but I don't.
No.
Don't have the time or money.
I don't want to either.
Plus, we've got a shiny vehicle.
It's another view of the horrible dash pad.
Oh, I know. Golly, it looks even worse from up here.
Yeah, it's horrible.
All right, just for giggles, we're going to dry fit the new gasket here from AMD before we put any sealant down.
Does it have any bends in it?
There's a seam right there by the lower, over here on that side.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
Put the seam right in the middle by the antenna hole.
Okay. Makes sense. Very good.
Throw all that in there.
Oh yeah, it's kind of a tight fit. Especially when you get around the corners, you got to push it in really tight.
Yeah.
There's a big gap right there.
Yeah.
Makes you work for it, doesn't it?
Yep. Yeah, remove a lot.
Good.
Yeah.
Slide it that way a little bit.
That's kind of working.
Yeah,
It's like a,
Yep, like a big puzzle.
around the world.
well,
Our blazer shrunk.
Nope,
they don't
we
cut
just,
these.
Nope, we need to just kind of keep working it around.
Oh my gosh. Well, then we're gonna have to pull these corners in tighter or something.
Yeah, a little
yeah.
Because you see a gap there, a gap there.
bit. That one was pretty easy to do, that side.
Yeah.
This one kind of sucked for me, so if you want to...
That's got a gap. These corners got a gap though.
Yeah.
The pinch welds are great.
Yeah, on the inside?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's just, I don't know what else to do on the corners.
Kind of keep working it against or apart.
Okay, so I don't know how many times we've had this rubber seal off of here, but we learned that you've got to use every muscle in your body to squeeze it kind of tight. Otherwise that happens, but
Yeah.
that's actually not bad. It was much worse before that.
It actually goes down.
Yeah, once it goes down, then the glass will hold it. But yeah, that thing is a tight fit. You can't just whip it on there. What you find is if you don't force it, you get gaps in every single corner, and then it makes for a big loop in the middle. So we had to go back and redo it for the third or fourth time. And yeah, I think we're ready for glass now.
Yep.
Let's do it. Oh yeah, that is so much better. I can barely even see it in the camera. It's so crystal clear. Okay, keep your hand underneath there, bud. There you go. I got this. That's nice. That's really nice. Now how are we gonna flip it over your head?
All right.
Cut. Not in yet, but it's close.
It looks good.
It does look good.
It looks really good.
Yeah, it really changes the whole truck. I mean,
It's a new truck, actually.
it kind of is. Yeah, you can see through the windshield. You'll have a new engine eventually. It is really, really tough to push this thing down in and work the thing around the edges. Right now, we've got it all the way in the bottom as far down as it'll go. We've worked it up the sides. We're just kind of working on these top two corners right here, and then we'll eventually get the top pulled in. We're not professionals, but we're figuring it out.
We'll pretend.
If you want.
All right, I think we've got a method here that Sean has found. It might work a little bit. You can pull up with that little hook right there. You can shove it underneath with the next little blunt tool there that doesn't cut the rubber. Once again, disclaimer, we are not professionals. But with a little determination, we figured out eventually. But we got all that to do still. Hey, back out here in the garage again today, making some progress. Let me show you what we're doing. When we left it last night, we had we got the windshield in, but we just were fighting getting the trim. It's got a, what do you call it again? A lock ring?
Lock ring, yeah.
A lock ring that tucks back into itself. And man, that is just painstakingly, inch by inch, the only way to do that, unless, you know, there's some glass people out there that are just yelling at us right now saying you're doing it wrong. All we know to do is just to tuck it in. Even the videos we watched on YouTube said just to slowly kind of tuck it in with a little bit of lube. And we've got most of this right here up to about there, and we're working our way across the top right now. It's just slow, but look at that awesome new windshield. Yesterday, you guys saw that we broke the adapter trying to get that thing in there. It was just so tight, like the tolerances were way off. We put it in the freezer and everything and still couldn't get that thing in there. Eventually broke it. New one came in today, thank goodness, and look at this. Yeah, slides right in. So I guess it pays to get the right stuff. So no problem with that one. Didn't have to freeze it. That means that we can actually get the engine in the Blazer today and hooked up probably for the final time today. So that'll be a major accomplishment if we can get that done. Because right now I was going to feel pretty defeated if we didn't at least get the engine in there for the final time. So that's good. We also ended up picking up yet another intake. This is our third truck intake, but what we found out was that a drive-by cable intake is built a little bit differently. It's got more room on the side here for the whatever this tube is, I forget. It's kind of a PCV tube that recycles back in here, but it also has this 3 screw mount for the drive-by cable, which the drive-by wire intakes, even though they look almost identical otherwise, don't have this, and I had no way to mount this. So we were lucky our friend Rusty actually had an extra one of these laying around, so we picked it up. Got the mount as well. We actually got an actual drive-by cable throttle body as well, so no drive-by wire. All the injectors we cleaned yesterday are now in the intake. Fuel rails are cleaned out. They are mounted. We are ready to go with that once the engine is actually in the truck. So a little bit of progress. This should be it, right?
Final time today, it's going in.
Final time today.
Final time
I
today.
like your sense of humor.
I know.
Closer before I get too wobbly. We're gonna go back about 6 inches before I can get over the clamshells.
Oh, back.
Yeah. We need to tilt it.
What are you using to tilt it?
Filter machine. 2000.
Tilter 2000. I don't know what this thing is called. It's pretty
This is
handy.
nice.
I'll just leave it up there. Alright. How does your clamshell look over there?
Go back a little bit more. Than you were.
I'm butted up against something.
Transmission.
Oh, yesterday we nailed it when it came down. There we go. There's one side. This side, not so much.
Off a little bit. All right, pull it, jack it up just a tad. You should be able to slide that back once you get the weight off of it. One more. There you go, stop. All right, now take it down in the rear with the handle, hand crank. He locked it. Yeah. Yep. Keep going a little bit more. All right. Let it down real slow. We're hitting the firewall now. Yeah. Okay, stop.
Oh, hit the clamshell. I need to lean forward, I think.
Yeah, take it forward a little bit. Sorry.
Yeah.
Now we're halfway.
Yeah, I can't do it. Lift it up a bit. Stuck on something. Oh, that's it. Good. Push. No, stop it.
Well, quick explanation for those watching. We've been spending quite a bit of time trying to get the engine lined up to the transmission, while also, well, trying to line up that sleeve you see right there. Yep, between the flywheel and the torque converter. And it's been a little difficult, while also getting over the clamshell mounts. And so far we've got one bolt started with some threads. We're trying to start the second one, but we're trying a longer bolt to at least get it started and pull it in. We might replace it with a correct one later. Yeah. But that's what we're doing right now.
Jumping in the engine bay.
Oh, that shifted the engine a little bit.
Did it hurt it or help it?
That hurted it.
All right.
Oh.
I'll get back out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Get out of the engine bay!
Well, I have.
You unaligned my hole.
All right. It's in for the last time. Nathaniel's putting in the last bolt, and he's going to snug up everyone on the bell housing. And yeah, that's a major relief. That feels good. A little more work than I thought it was going to be, given that we had so much room. But the big difficult part of getting these two married up together, the transmission and the engine, is finally done. All right, installing our front accessory drive for the alternator and power steering. That is a heavy, massive unit too. I forgot.
Big chunk of crap, but
Yeah.
everything else up there.
But it works. It's pretty sturdy. All right, we know the compression's really good in the engine here, because when he cranks this, look at that. That's so funny.
That's a pretty good sign.
Yeah. I love it. Snap, crackle, pop. Oh, that's so cool. I don't know why I find that fascinating. Anyway, compression's good. All right, it's wiring harness time. Holley Terminator X Max system going in, main engine harness itself. We're trying to figure out what can actually go underneath the really tall truck intake to kind of hide the wiring and make it a little bit nicer. And pretty much we've figured out that most of this over here can go underneath.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, we're not sure where we want to take it through the firewall yet, but we'll mock it up here and then take it back and see where it lies best.
There's a lot less room between here and the firewall than I thought there would be.
I know, it's further back than I ever thought it would be, but I mean, look at all this room up front here.
It still works. But
Yeah, yeah. Does it really have that much room underneath?
Yeah, it's a big valley.
Oh yeah, I guess so. I was looking at those big plugs right there thinking, is that going to fit?
Yeah. Set that on and see how everything's laying out for you. I put lipstick on a pig right here.
Yeah, your steam tubes there. There you go.
Yeah, let's go up, go under, okay. That'll work.
yeah, quite a bit.
So we have valleys here. So look at your valleys, and we're going to move that harness around where the valleys are.
Yeah, your ejector harness is coming up the middle. It needs to go back to that valley right there, yeah.
Yeah, the same thing here.
Can you mark on there with a Sharpie where the valleys come up, and we can just run the harnesses up to that and tape them?
Just a bolt.
Okay, that scared me. Like, why is there more parts falling off of here?
That was a really important piece.
Okay, that's enough for wires to go through. Okay. Oh, taking some loom off?
Yeah, because I needed to split it, this intersection here.
Gotcha. Oh yeah, so one goes one way, another goes another.
Yep.
I think it was designed to go on the top of the intake manifold, and it fits perfectly that way, but if you want to put lipstick on a pig, you can do it this way.
Yeah.
That is exactly what we're doing. Okay.
Try it.
You got to pull the bolts up. There you go.
Works pretty well. Yeah, that's under here.
That's good.
Yeah, it's a little pretzel-y. I'm getting in the way a little bit. So I'll
Intake's
unpretzel.
not flush though.
No, it's not.
Okay.
I'll unpretzel it. Maybe that one.
Okay. This is the kind of stuff I love.
Why? Why do you?
Well, I mean, like cleaning up cables.
Exactly. Why? Why do you love it?
I don't know, but I just absolutely love this. They didn't call me Captain Cable for nothing.
Is that a porn reference?
That's that's my superpower name. That's my superhero name. Oh, good Lord. Gosh.
Back there.
Yeah, why not?
Ow! Right on my foot, why don't you?
That was my toe.
That's the important ground wire that has to be bolted to the back of each cylinder head.
Yes. How do you know that, Sean?
Because I read that 6 times in the instructions.
And then ignored it?
No, actually I put a bolt in that bottomed out that I
forgot.
didn't know bottomed out, and it was tight enough. But yeah.
You thought it was tight.
I thought it was tight.
Yeah,
it was so close to the firewall it bottomed out, and it was just rattling a little bit, enough to give me a misfire once in a while.
Wow.
So.
Okay, you ready for the intake?
You're too far forward. You need to go back with the intake.
Oh yeah, there you go. The bolts
go.
don't line up.
Yeah.
Alright, there we go. Wires are good over here.
Yeah, wires are good over here, too. All the way down.
Alright, will our injectors reach all cylinders? Oh yeah. 1 and 3, 5 and 7, yeah. And then your center coil pack. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, we're good over here.
Wire cutters. I might be able to just.
Ground will easily reach back there.
Yep.
Okay. How's your side look?
Pretty good. I think if I just undo the zip tie, the ignition will reach where it needs to be.
Yeah, you can cut that now. Cool.
Let's pull the intake back off, I guess, and start drilling holes and run all the wires through. Then we can button everything up. Transmission fluid in your lovely locks there.
Oh, yeah. It's a really good treatment for it.
Beautiful. Twice a day? Twice
Once.
a month.
Just once.
Once a day.
Once a day.
As long as you brush it out.
Load it up with
Exactly
trans
at
fluid.
7:08 p.m.
Okay. Excellent hair tip. Today's hair product is transmission oil.
There
you go. You're in. We drilled a hole just barely big enough to get the heads of some of these larger relays through, and that's pretty much all we need. And then we'll run a grommet across it when we're done. Need to undo that.
Need some side cutters.
Yeah, I need to pull this back out.
So after Nathaniel did it wrong 7 times, Ken just took over. He didn't do it wrong, it just wasn't quite to Dad's standards.
And Nathaniel's not even here to defend himself either.
Here you go.
Thanks. This is why I wanted them loose, because I figured they weren't going to
Not stay there
probably
long.
remain. There we go, I can pull that one back.
And the reason we're doing the extra work is to hide all the harness under the intake.
Did you get that on camera?
Yeah, I did.
What did you do? What did I miss?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Come on. You can't do that.
2 grounds, cam sensor, oil pressure sensor. Everything else is tucked underneath down the middle. Knock sensors. Well,
This
That's
has
your
gotta
coil?
come up. Yeah, that's the coils.
That's
The map
or a map,
sensor up
I mean.
top. So these all still come out the side right here.
Yep.
So that's good.
All right. Test fit the intake again, and then if
think
that
that'd
still
be it.
works, then we can pull off the tape and put it on permanently.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
put the loom back on.
Do you want to-
anal?
Yeah. You want a loom, not a little part in there. We don't have an extra loom, but
Yeah, I do. I got some
Oh, do
wire
you?
care stuff up there in the box.
you can. Yeah.
Yeah,
Part of everything.
yeah, I got some.
Thank
F6
you,
stuff.
wire care.
Yeah. No kidding.
Yeah, I got some small wire care stuff that's perfect for that. So
Okay. Yeah.
before we put the intake on,
Let's
I'll
go ahead and do
cut a
that
small
then.
piece of that.
Side cuts get shot that way, you think?
Maybe, yeah. Let's see.
I don't know if that'll cut. maybe.
If if this doesn't cut it, I've got. Oh no, works great.
Look at that.
There you go.
Sweet.
Wire care to the rescue. I like this stuff. It looks really good too.
So if anybody's ever under your intake, it'll look real nice.
I know. I like it.
Yep, you'll know it's there.
Protects it.
Try to cut those at an angle so they're really, really sharp.
I did.
All right.
For the next guy.
Yeah.
For me, specifically.
Yeah, the guy that can't
The guy with the bleeding disorder.
Yeah, right, exactly. Hey, I think we're ready for an intake. Seriously. This is exciting.
Yeah.
Final time today, 'cause it's 11:30.
Yeah, well, we're going to run out of today. So.
Yeah. Got these big cushions on the top of the, or underneath the washers that squeeze down. That's pretty wild. Never put a truck intake on before permanently. Pretty wild.
You got a lot of things crossed off the list by doing an LS swap, so we don't have to rebuild the carb. So that's done. Crossed off.
Yeah. Is rebuild car?
Cross off. Don't
Get
do
rid
it.
of that. We don't need that anymore.
Nope.
This is the old list.
Oh, yeah.
Write down, install windshield, and cross it off real fast.
Yeah. Feels good.
And add a little subcategory.
Done.
Done. That engine turned out perfect. You can't hardly see any wiring.
I do like that.
Which is sad because that's a beautiful harness. It's very well put together and looks really nice. But it's nice to tuck them in and not see them also.
Yeah. I'm just thrilled we went with orange because this just seems like, I don't know, it's like making the blazer
either gonna be
blue
orange
again.
or blue.
I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, let's go to bed.
All right.